Everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you a little bit about creating cool Instagram stories. So this is something that is really important for what I do as a makeup artist on Instagram, because you can put a lot of posts on your page, but obviously if you've got a little bit of a theme going and you have specific images you want to post onto your page, but you still want to get information out to people in the form of something different, Instagram stories is the one. So these are more regular than posting. You can post tons of Instagram stories every day if you wanted to. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a tutorial advice, kind of how I do mine, and show you how to do it, because it's so easy, like really easy. So today I'm going to be using Canva, and this is what I use for all of my graphics. So I use this for Instagram stories, Instagram posts, I use this for graphics on my website, I use it for my YouTube thumbnails, and it's free. So it literally is amazing. You can get absolutely tons of things free. There is a premium section to this, but to be honest, I've never noticed the need for it, because there's that many things that you can do on here that are free. You don't need to. And you know, they do have a section for images that you can purchase. They're like £1. Honestly, it's not much. So if you ever do find that you need something more, you can pay for it, but like I said, you can do tons on this. You can do posters, Instagram posts, logos, Facebook posts, presentations, some more social media, flyers, animated social media. This is something that's relatively new to Canva, but yeah, these are great as well. Facebook covers, A4 documents, resume, infographics for your blog, and this is the one that we're going to be focusing on today. So this is the Instagram stories. So this is what it looks like when you open an Instagram story design. So it gives you the correct dimensions over here. This is the exact size that you need to be going onto your Instagram story. So as you can see down here, this section here is where you'll find some templates. So there are already tons and tons of ideas for creating Instagram stories, and I genuinely believe that no matter what your style or what your preference, your colour scheme is, you will find something in this section here that suits your style and the theme of your Instagram page. So I would say that my Instagram page is very nude, black, white, really neutral. So I wouldn't tend to go for something, for example, like this. But the brilliant thing is, if you looked at this design here, and we'll open that up, and you thought, well, I really like the layout of how that is, you can click on that and you can change the colours of the stuff yourself. So if it was me, I would probably prefer something a little bit more, I tend to go for the more sort of nude. Let me just drag this a little bit further. Lighten that up. So yeah, so you can see there, I have made the background nude. We're going to click on this yellow thing. I'd probably have it as black, change the right into white. So as you can see, even in just a few seconds, this now is becoming more of what I would want to see on my Instagram stories. So I'll open up a couple more templates, and again, so like this, they have different sections. So for example, this minimalist one, obviously minimalism is very popular. You can click on each of these, and obviously it has the photos in, but you can just delete those and upload your own into there, and you've got an Instagram story in literally, minutes, not even. So yeah, so I'll click on a couple more. So these are great. If you want something a bit more picture focused, you can click into these. So this is where I do all of mine, like I've said, and this has made things so easy. You can get an app on your phone as well, which makes everything so easy. It can be quite difficult to use with your fingers sometimes with the text, because it can be really small and a little bit difficult to navigate in that sense, but it is doable. I would recommend doing it on a laptop or an iPad even, just so you've got a little bit more space to work with, but I think that goes with most things with design anyway. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I've created on here. So you can actually get, this was already a preset quote Instagram story, so if you have a look through you'll find loads of them. I like posting little quotes on my Instagram stories, some inspirational stuff, just some things to, I don't know, brighten up people's days. So this is one that already came on there, and then I amended this slightly and put my own little quote in there, but I liked the style of it and the colouring. This is another one. This is again really popular. You'll see that sometimes on people's Instagram stories they have these let me just widen that up a little bit. They have these question and answer things, so it's like a little bit about you, so you can fill in that. You can have this, fill it in on Instagram. You could fill it in on here if you wanted, but you can save the blank, share it with people as well for other people to get involved with. So they have tons of templates for things like this. You can make your own, but taking the concept of what they've already got on there takes away a lot of the work. I know that sometimes I would struggle. I would want to get some information out there, get a picture out there, get some text out there, and I wasn't really sure where to start. I would start doing it and I would find that it didn't feel like there was enough there. So I wanted some inspiration to be able to go, okay, what kind of design do I want? And I've found that this is the best place to do that. So another one that I use it for is, so now I'm on YouTube and I post IGTVs. I use it to advertise that. So I will do a post like this one. And if you just look here, you can actually put videos inside of your stories, and you can have it on a little cool, phone like this, Macs, little iPads, little books, just some shapes that you can pop through, some really good creative ones, lettering. There's honestly, there's so many things that you can choose from. So this one I wanted people to have a little preview, but I didn't just want to put the clip on my story. I wanted it to be like more informative, pointing people towards it. I also added a little swipe up link. So this, I find, actually made a lot more people view my video than what I had done last time, where I had put a little clip and people had to go and search for it and all that kind of stuff. So this again is really great. And then using that for new video on YouTube, so I just took a little template, zhuzhed it up a little bit, added a YouTube logo and a little mark, and then I actually added a video and clip a short section of the video into this so that people can see exactly what they're doing, and then they know what to expect from the video then. And I find that having it like this actually draws people in a lot more. I find again these are a lot more successful than just posting a little clip of something and going, here's something. It's aesthetically pleasing, and it's just a lot more interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on here and I'm just going to show you a really quick example. So this kind of colouring, I always tend to go for something like a really light nude, just like that. We are going to get rid of this and this, but we're going to use the same kind of format. So these are a couple of pictures that I posted recently of a makeup look, and then we're just going to place these in a similar fashion to the way that they was on the template. So if you just pop those in like that, and you can click position over here and send that back so that one goes in front. And again, this you can move about, so obviously we don't want that just covering my entire face. You can have a play around with that. You could pop it down here, you can move it down here if you wanted. So again, we're going to position that forward just like that. So now I've got two pictures from a makeup look that I did, and if I wanted to post about that, then I can click and put some new text. So for example, I could advertise my new YouTube video based on these. So just going to make that text a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing, and then we're just going to type in there Okay. So again, you can just have a little play around with the font. So all of your, we're going to drag that out, that, make that slightly bigger. Okay, so now we've created that, and if you was looking at this and you thought something's missing from it, you can literally go to here and you can type in anything you want. So you can get hearts, you could get honestly tons of things. So if you just click onto elements, you will see lots of things down here. So something that is relatively new to Canva in the last couple of months are stickers. So basically, you can put any of these stickers into your Instagram story. So we're going to use this one as an example. And then when you download it, you can actually download it as a video. So once you download this, you can upload it straight to your Instagram story, and the stickers will already be on there. You can use the stickers that are on Instagram. Obviously, they're really popular. But if you're wanting to get your designs spot on, this is a really good way to do it. So there's honestly tons that you can choose from. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a really quick run through of the things that are down this side here that you're going to be using to create Instagram stories. So photos, this is where you can find photos that are already uploaded. So some of these you do have to pay for, some of them are free, like this one. So you can pop that on and use it as freely as you like. And these ones, again, this is paid. So once you would go to download, it would ask you for payment for those ones. Elements, again, like we've said, you can get stickers, charts, lines, some images, and then also some grids. So if you wanted to put a couple of images in a specific way, you can click on this and add them like that. Now onto text, it does give you some text examples. These are really useful, to be fair, because it'll show you two fonts that you put together, for example, this one. And I think that this one, you might not necessarily put these two together because it's two sort of contrasting fonts, but it does look great together. They do look really good. So again, it just gives you a little bit of inspiration for creating them. And you can also type in some things. So if you was creating a price list, for example, you can click things on and you can type in there and it will show you one. So music, I don't use this to add music to my Instagram stories. I don't tend to have music on them unless it's already in a video. You can add them though. Obviously there are some things here that are free, so if you wanted to add them, then by all means. Videos, so these are obviously some that you can use for free. However, it just depends on whether they're going to be, within your style. But there are some that you would happily be able to use just as a bit of a background, and then you can add some things over the top of them as well. So I personally don't use these. I tend to use my own. However, it can be just a really quick way of getting something out there. Background, so I tend to have just a coloured background of white. You can click on the background at any time and click this section over here to change the colouring. And this is your uploads. So basically this is where you upload your images. So this is where they will all sit. They will sit there. It has a full library. Everything will save in Canva. So once you've used something once, you'll be able to click on it and use it again without the need to upload it another time. So this, again, like I said, is an example of what I would use. So you can now choose to download this in any way that you want. For Instagram stories, I use PNG. It's the highest quality that you can use. You can also download things as PDF. So in another video, I'm going to be showing you how I created my portfolio for my makeup career, and also I have some information packs that I give out to brides for, they just include wedding information and stuff like that. So that is another video that I will be doing. So if you would like to see the video on me creating how I create my YouTube thumbnails, how I create my PDFs to send out to clients, just let me know, give it a like, and I'll take that as that you liked it and you want to see more of videos like this. Again, so yeah, it's really easy. It's so self-explanatory. Everything is where it needs to be. If you do get stuck, there is a little help section here. They've got some tutorials. So yeah, so that is everything really. Again, we could sit here all day and look at different templates that they've got, have a play around and see what works for you and see what you enjoy. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and a subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.